Hello, and welcome back to hacking the crap out of, I don't know, whatever. Today, I got a wild hair, if that's even the name of that expression, and then decided to make a Mega Man X randomizer. I saw that there was a much better randomizer on the internet already, but you know, I wanted to roll my own anyway, just to see what it was like, see if I had the gall, see if I had the guts. So today, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the randomizer, just kind of step through the code a little bit, and then we're going to do a nice little quick 8 MAVs run. As you can see, I am wearing my Mega Man X t-shirt, and I've got this this Bluetooth-enabled proximity of a Super Nintendo controller. So let's just get right into it. So I had no idea what I was doing, making a randomizer, but it didn't seem that hard. I went into it thinking I was just going to find, like when you kill a boss, I figured that it had to do 2 things. It had to give you the boss's weapon, and it had to trigger some flag that said, hey, the boss is dead. And as long as I picked a different weapon, then everything would be fine. But it was tougher than that. You see, Mega Man X's assembly is a lot worse than the Mega Man Battle Network games. It was spaghetti all the way to Sunday. It turns out whether you killed a boss or not, that check is basically the same check as if you have the weapon. So I had to tease apart a bunch of different checks, because sometimes when it checks for the weapon, you want it to give you, the weapon's ammo. You want the weapon to actually be had. Like if you kill Chill Penguin, it gives you a fire weapon. You want sometimes when it checks that spot, you want it to do one thing, and sometimes it checks the spot, you want it to do the other thing. So there ended up being a lot of places I had to rewrite. So I commented on this Python script, which we're going to run to patch our ROM and create this randomizer. But I start out with the normal boss order right here, and then I shuffle it, and then I print it out on the screen, so that way I can debug this. Then I've got this function for writing at. Like effectively what I'm doing is I'm unzipping and opening the actual unmodified ROM address and then putting it into an array of bytes. And then I just tell it what byte to overwrite with what data. And so that can give us this randomization. Because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those are like the levels you're in. And we jumble it around and replace it, and then that'll do it. Like when we kill the boss and it checks to see what level we're in, like that'll be the table it consults instead of the table that's originally there. So then the other thing is sometimes there's another place, like whether you have the weapon or not, that I just write some bytes into that spot, and then now I overwrite the give weapon subroutine to this junk right here, which I have in the thumb assembly. So that's one thing. You kill a boss, now instead of using its old code, it uses my code to consult this table and give us some random weapon. Just writing bytes in there. Another place you have to check the mugshot of the boss. Should it be darkened? Yeah, so if you kill Chill Penguin and he gives you Storm Tornado's weapon, well, you still want Chill Penguin's level to be considered beaten, and you want to darken the mugshot on the menu. The other thing is when you join a boss's intro level, the dead bosses don't do that little intro dance. You want that to disappear. So I had to kind of override that check. Should you spawn the boss? Like when you enter a boss's room, it checks to see if you've beaten the boss already. So effectively, like if you enter Storm Eagle's level, it was checking to see if you had Storm Eagle's weapon. And if you did, that meant Storm Eagle was dead. But now you can fight Storm Eagle for the first time, even if you have Storm Eagle's weapon. So I had to rewrite that code too. Can you leave the level? Same sort of thing. I just had to check if the boss was defeated based on my new metric rather than the old one. And then comes the difficult parts. So in Mega Man X, whether or not you beat a boss can affect can affect different hazards that appear in 3 different levels. Flame Mammoth's level, where it checks in lots of different places if you got the fire stuff. Spark Mandrill's level, where it does all of these different checks that I have to override, and so instead of checking, whether you had Storm Eagle's weapon or, like, I had to rewrite all of these checks just to make sure that in Spark Mandrill's level, it's, responding properly based on whether you killed Storm Eagle, not if you have his weapon. And then same sort of thing, only 1 check needs to be done in Sting Chameleon's level, because if you've beaten Launch Octopus, Sting Chameleon, he doesn't spawn, like, he spawns water, and then you can get the heart container on that stage. So that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... And where's that terminal? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to CD into my desktop, CD into the BSNES folder where this thing is, and that's where I've put this script. So I'm going to run my Python script. What is it called? Rando.py, and I'm going to pass in the old... Oh, I guess I just have to run it, and then it spits out a randomizer file. And here's the new order of what weapons the bosses will give you. So let's break into a quick little let's play of 8 Mavs. We're gonna skip the intro level and just go right into Chill Penguin. And hopefully I can flex my muscles. So this should be it. This should be the this should be the thing that this program spit out. Like, here's the original one, the old one. It took that in, and then it rewrote all the bytes and spit this out. So here's a randomized level. Or not level. Let's make it closer to full screen, so that way people watching on cell phones won't get eye damage. Is that good? Yeah, it's still a little too big. I think we got to go 4x. All right, and like I said, we're going to skip the first bit of this level here. We're just going to put in the password to take us, what is it? Just take us past the intro. 7, 6, 8, bloody hell. Just go the other way, okay. 5, 8, I'm going to have this password memorized by the end of this. Oh, that's why I'm messed up. There's no 9 here, so I keep overshooting it. Nope, that's not it. There we go. All right. So let's get onto our randomizer. And also, I'm going to hit the tilde button to speed up some things, just so that way we can show off the randomizer and not necessarily the full bit of the game. Oh, if I'm dying this bad on Chill Penguin's intro level, that's not a good sign. I should be able to kill Chill Penguin. I've probably beaten this game like 50 times. So yeah, like, even though it's a randomizer, it's gonna start out pretty normal. I told you there was a better randomizer out there. I probably should have. I'll probably post a link to that in the description here. Maybe I'll even throw my crap code up on GitHub, so that way you can complain about it or ask for features or whatever people do on GitHub. But yeah, the better randomizer, it actually randomizes, all the power-ups that you get also, including the capsules. I didn't feel like doing that because the capsules you kind of need in a certain order. So in the other randomizer, they actually like changed the levels around to where it didn't matter what power-ups you had. You could always, access these pods in any order. All right, now the game really opens up. Mega Man, no. The best part about Mega Man X2 is you already start out with the dash boots, so you don't have to do that walk through the city. The game is honestly only fun after you have the dash boots. Until then, it's just a bloody chore. And I'm not really going for 100%, so I'm probably not going to revisit levels, but I will get enough heart containers to make this easy on myself. Woo! Ah, full life. And not full life anymore. And definitely not full life anymore. I think I can kill Chill Penguin like this. So one fun thing you learn about Mega Man X if you play the game a lot, is that if you shoot a boss with your little lemon, it does 1 damage. But if you dash and hit a boss with the lemon, it does 2 damage. So we're gonna be oh, that would have been 1 damage. Why are you so invincible? Yeah, and then the way that you beat Chill Penguin, fighting him first, is whenever he jumps up and grabs onto that thing, one moderately powered charge up will just knock him right off. So all that's not really a threat. And then he starts hacking up icy hairballs at you. Is that a thing penguins do? I've never met a penguin in real life, only at the zoo. All right, so here we see the first of the randomization bits. If my randomizer worked correctly, then we should be getting a different weapon. Or I guess technically it could just still be Chill Penguin's weapon. Oh, Fire Wave. Oh, wonderful. He gave us his own weakness. I don't think that's going to be very useful. And you see that Chill Penguin is still dead. And even though we have Flame Mammoth's weapon, where previously they were hard tied together, which boss you killed and which weapon you had. So I guess Storm Eagle's pretty easy to beat if I don't have any useful weapons. Because right now I effectively have, nothing, because, well, the only boss that it might help us to have that fire weapon for is Chill Penguin. I should put a flag into the randomizer to not let a boss give its own weapon, and then another, not give its default weapon, and then another flag to not let the boss give you his own weakness. So that way, you don't have to deal with this garbage. So like I said, I'm not doing 100%, but having some wiggle room for heart containers might, keep me from making this video too long by having to walk back whenever I die. Ugh. Should be able to speed through this pretty quick. I'm no speed runner, but I can at least beat the game without dying. Actually, you know what? Oh, yes. Let's use these. Okay, yeah, that's useful. That's useful. I can get behind that. Okay, let me see. I can probably do like a Hail Mary jump from there, but I'm not even gonna worry about it. Should I get the helmet? Yeah, because the game's a little bit harder without the game's a little bit harder without the arm cannon, and you can't really get the arm cannon without the helmet. Maybe this would be the more interesting part to randomize, but hey, that's what that better randomizer does. All I've done is overwritten some functions. That guy has actually, like, rewritten the whole level. Oh, nice. Figure if I spam like crazy on the buttons, maybe it'll let me go, but I don't think those things actually let you go no matter how hard you spam. We will try to take out these guns with the fire. Nope, not actually that useful. The fun thing about the randomizer is you get to try these levels in a way that you wouldn't, even if you've played the game a whole bunch of times. So, finding out which mini-bosses are weak to which weapons, it's fun. Like, I actually found the rolling shield was pretty useful. I'm using that 2 damage tick trick to beat Storm Eagle here. Just dash and shoot, dash and shoot. Speedrunners hate this, that he just dives and dives and dives, because apparently that just takes too long. Alright, Storm Eagle, please give me something useful. give me Storm Tornado. That's what I need. Shotgun Ice. Oh boy. We're off to kind of a rough start here. Okay. Yeah, I guess let's try Flame Mammoth's level, because I can beat him without the Buster. Maybe he'll give us something. Like, once I get Storm Eagle's weapon, the game really opens up. So until then, I'm holding on. So fun thing about this level is, yeah, if you've beaten Chill Penguin, the floor is ice. Like here, if you haven't beaten Chill Penguin, then the floor is bloody lava. And the fun thing is that this is pretty much only cosmetic. Like, when you're standing on that, every frame it does a check to see if it should damage you or not. This is probably the hardest jump in any video game, in my personal opinion here. I swear you have to be, like, pixel perfect in order to... Oh, please. Okay. Ooh. You have to be pixel perfect, I think, in order to get that. I haven't done any research, but that jump just takes me forever. I remember when I was a kid having to try that jump for like 10 minutes at a time before I'd finally get it, and then maybe I'd like break one of those little bricks and fall back off. Oh yeah, speed through that. Okay. So now I guess we just go under the level. Let's see. Shotgun ice, that's not too useful. The flame thing, that's not too useful. Well, I don't know. Maybe it can beat these guys. Oh, it beats them pretty fast. I'll take it. So I got the heart container. And then another thing I found during the randomizer is I don't actually think you need the helmet in order to break these. I think you can just kick it with your foot as long as you've got the dash boots. So the helmet can break ones ahead in front of you, but or the above you, but then I think the boots. I don't even know. I thought you had to have the helmet, and kicking the bricks still broke because you had the helmet, but apparently not. Yeah, see, I would never be able to go through, or I guess you'd be able to, but I'd never have a reason to go through this level with the flame weapon, because you can, in the normal game, you have to beat Flame Mammoth to get this weapon. Oh man, it takes over it takes out those, like, I don't know, Sniper Joes, shield guys super quick. That's great. This last one I'm just gonna jump over. Okay, I think we're just gonna go Mega Buster again on this guy. Hit that speed up button. Yeah, you just keep doing that move. I'm just gonna have to trade him hits whenever he starts firing his cannon like that. Alright, that went pretty swimmingly. Alright, we get a good weapon this time? Please be Storm Tornado's weapon. Storm Eagle, Storm Tornado, come on. Oh, baby! I didn't even set this up. Okay, so now I can take out the rest of the game. I've got... Yeah, so now the rest of the orders doesn't really matter. Well, I guess we go to Spark Mandrill's stage. This one was a pain in the butt to try and find all the spots. Like in my code, you saw there's something like 10 different places that it checks for the hazards on this level. So you can see when the level loads, you see Storm Eagle's ship crashed in the background, and then like all this electricity junk doesn't spawn. So thank goodness. Like I said, not going for 100%, so I'm just going high up here. It would be shooting electricity all on the ground if I hadn't killed Storm Eagle. And another thing I learned is this room, if you've killed Storm Eagle, this gets like pitch black. It's not actually this dark when you haven't killed Storm Eagle, because I guess there's more electricity going through. Okay, and then this mini-boss is the reason I wanted Storm Eagle's weapon. As a matter of fact, like most of the mini-bosses in this game just get eaten alive by Storm Eagle's weapon. This boss, also, I didn't realize this, he plugs into the ceiling and he shoots stuff at you. And if you haven't killed Storm Eagle yet, he shoots electricity at you. If you have killed him, he just kind of dry fires and it does nothing. So I learned that while doing this randomizer. I'm sure the programming stuff I learned was more useful, but it turned out I didn't learn much about programming. I just learned a whole lot about Mega Man X. I learned that I'm really reliant on Storm Eagle's weapon for pretty much everything. I also learned that you can take a whole bunch of hits in this game. You don't really think about that when you're a kid. It's kind of hard to die until you start getting to Sigma's levels. Did you know Steve Jobs died at Sigma? Sigma balls. I'll be here all week. Oh, come on. This boss, I would invite friends over to my house and beat him with my toes. I'd put the controller on the floor and just tap the Y button with my big toe at the right time, and you can beat this boss. You just have to time it just right to where he can't move. So I'm not doing it with my toes right now, but I could be. I could have said I was doing it, and you'd really have no way of knowing. And then shoot the wall just for just to style on him a little bit. The speedrunners actually have a little bit tougher of a fight there because his vulnerability frames come back before his ice invulnerability goes away. So if you want to shoot him as quick as possible, every second hit won't actually freeze him. Chameleon Sting. Oh, that's great. That means I could probably just like walk through all the rest of these levels. Okay, so Chameleon Sting, that's Storm Eagle's weakness. So now, oh wow, I think Chameleon Sting. That's not useful. Who do I actually have the weapons to beat now? I think I might. Okay. I'm gonna have to kill one of these guys without their weakness. Oh, who would be the easiest one to do that with? Yeah, let's see. This guy's weak to Storm Tornado. This guy's weak to fire. This guy's weak to the Sting. This guy's weak to the ice. All the weapons I have are useless. Okay. I think this guy's probably the easiest one, then. I've seen speedrunners beat this guy with just the X-Buster. How bad could it be? Oh, man. So here comes the challenge part of the of the randomizer. But his level should be pretty easy, because I can just Chameleon Sting through it all. The Chameleon Sting makes you invincible, which, as you would imagine, makes levels a little bit less dangerous. I think I just take a hit there. It doesn't matter. Oh no, I should have been charging this the whole time. There we go. I'm just going to ignore basically every threat I can possibly ignore. And we'll do it again here. You know, I've noticed around this time, even in the arcades, there was like a mandatory elevator section. You guys remember that elevator section in Shinobi 3? That sucked. You guys remember that elevator fight in the Simpsons arcade game? That one kind of sucked also. Remember all the elevator stuff in basically every fighting game ever? Where they just kind of throw bad guys on top of an elevator with you? I think they did that in Captain Commando. Oh hey, I have the ice now, so I don't have to try and do that weird iceless jump thing. Yeah, normally I use the rolling shield turbo thing to climb up these ladders and then kill those little ladder lizards. Hehe, don't have to come back to this level. I'm no Caleb Iceless Heart. Oh, come on. I think I remember just kind of quaking my way through these parts when I was younger. Oh no, I can't do that because this boss fight is not trivial. I don't have his weakness. Okay, well, Maybe one of these guys will drop like a health power-up or something. No such luck. Well, I guess we might have to just die on this guy. Boomer Kwanger. Time to learn how to fight him with the X-Buster. Yeah. Hurry up. Oh, well, that's not a good start. Hey, this is going all right. Oh, no. Oh boy. Do I have any heals? I got one little heal. That might work. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, this is... I can do this. He's just as dead as I am. Wow, like this is as stressful as this game's been to me in like the last, 20 years. Oh, come on. Will you stop? Oh. Oh, baby, I can't believe I made that. Alright, get me out of this gridlock. Unless he... No, there's no weapon he can give me that's bad at this point. Unless he gives me the homing torpedo. Okay, electric sparks. Okay, I'm ungridlocked. So now I can come over to here and probably just beat the rest of the game as intended, unless one of these bosses gives their own weakness or something. Then I might have to beat Launch Octopus without his weakness. Yeah, and then this game is just back to where it normally is. Yep, the storm tornado is going to carry me through all this junk. Okay, and then I just take that hit so I can damage boost through here, and then blast this guy from behind. Forget I said that. So the Hadouken power-up that shows up on this level, I remember when I was a kid and my friend told me about that. Like, I think I was in high school at the time, and I should have trusted this guy. I mean, it wasn't 3rd grade anymore, but it just... The way you get the Hadouken, and even the Hadouken's mere existence, just sounds like that crap a 3rd grader would make up. So I totally didn't believe this guy when he's like, oh yeah, if you get all the other parts, and then you come back to this level after you've beaten it with 100% of everything, and you jump off a cliff like 4 times. Stop! You jump off a cliff like 4 or 5 times, and then Dr. Light will be dressed up like Ryu from Street Fighter, and he'll give you the Hadouken, and it kills every boss in one hit. And my uncle works for Capcom. He told me that that's how it works. It's a secret. It was on the order of the Sonya Blade nude code, or the Lara Croft nude code. You guys remember that, right? Am I the only one who grew up in the 90s? Well, I mean, I hate to ruin it, but there was no Tomb Raider nude code. All right. In one of my testings of the of this randomizer here, I ended up having to beat this guy without his weakness, and I gotta say, this guy is hard. Did you see that first time I shot him when he was in the ball form and it just bounced off? That is because he was wearing his armor. Once you hit him with the first shot, then his armor falls off and you can kill him in the ball form. And then in this form, you can basically just jump over his projectiles and shoot him if you got his weakness. No real problem there. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? You get homing torpedo. Not useful. Okay, I'm gridlocked again. Okay, so... Well, darn, this sucks. Okay. Well, at least getting through this guy's level should be easy enough. I found out, also, while doing this while making this randomizer that some of the mini bosses in this some of the mini bosses are super weak to the chameleon sting, and I don't normally get the chameleon sting until after this guy. So come on, storm. Yeah, there we go. That's the weapon I was looking for. This will carry me through to the mini bosses, and then I'll just switch to the chameleon sting and tear through them. And I'll just tank damage because I got enough heart containers now. So yeah, like this guy right here. I was always looking for a weakness for him. Turns out the chameleon sting just tears him apart. That's something I wouldn't have known. Like I said, I went into this project hoping to learn a little bit more about assembly programming, and instead I just learned a whole lot about Mega Man X. This game BS. I even had that... Oh, at least... As long as he doesn't... Okay. Yeah, he basically did the only move that I was unprepared for there. Expect the unexpected. This is a randomizer, after all. Okay, and, yeah, if you've only played this game in your childhood, or never played it at all, you can blow up this thing and it... Actually, wait, I don't even have to do that. Yeah, I'm just going to skip that whole heart thing, because that does nothing but take up extra time. I don't need all those hearts. There's a fun trick here, where you can actually kill that dragon while it's still underground. So that saves a lot of time there. Another fun trick, if you get eaten by one of these fish, you can just tear through your ammo. And it doesn't matter what what weapon you're using. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't have this guy's weakness. Okay, what do I got? I got a little bit of life left over. Homing miss. Yeah, this guy has like two things. I could use one to chop off his arms, and I could use his other for weakness. So I got nothing on this guy. It's gonna have to be X-Buster. Aw, this sucks. Maybe I should have grabbed that heart container. Because this guy has like a weakness and a pseudo-weakness. His weakness is the rolling shield, and his pseudo-weakness is... Oh, crap. No, I'm gonna die. He's gonna give me his own weakness. Here, maybe this'll help. Oh boy. Oh, this is bad. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to kill him. And what, am I just gonna throw this whole video away if I can't kill him? Yeah, probably. Oh, I know what I can do. Chameleon sting. At least I can be invincible while I fight him. This is not going to work for very long. Okay, I'm going to nickel and dime him to death with this little invincibility. Even if I'm only doing 1 damage to him. Come on! It's like... Oh boy, this is not working. This is not working. Ugh. I don't even think I could do an X-Buster only run. I was hoping I wouldn't get gridlocked so hard. Yeah, I consider this to be the toughest boss in the game. Even when you have his weakness. Because those rolling bombs, they just suck. Because they're slow and they're big, and this guy throws out a whole bunch of... like, projectiles that just eat it. If your rolling shield hits any of those 1,000 missiles he throws out, you're just hosed. I think I'm gonna have to just get good. If I can't beat it, I'm just calling this, I'm just calling this unfortunate. Oh no. Oh, I can't do any... Like, I'm not good enough. I don't know how to dodge that crap. Okay, I do know how to dodge that one. Well, if I can figure it out in the next... Okay, well that seemed to work a little bit. How much damage do these pink shots do to him? If he keeps doing this, I might have a chance. I think I got a chance. I think I got him! Oh, man! This randomizer is great. I would have never had to do that in my before. Alright, let me guess. Give me his own weakness. Rolling shield? Of course. Alright. So, this guy and the last guy both give me their own weaknesses. That's a randomizer for you. I think I will kill the nipple robot here, just to give me a shield. Because, like, maybe I think I can beat this guy with Buster only. Man, what are the odds that I'd get such a bad roll? Yeah, like, the only weapon I don't have is the one I need to kill him. I guess, this turns into, like, a modified Buster-only run, huh? Aw, man, and the nipple robot. It's also his weakness. Okay, never mind. Man, I hate it when games do that. Like, sometimes the Mega Man games will put a sub-boss in the level that... A sub-boss in the level that has the same weakness as the level boss. So you can't kill the sub-boss comfortably and still have enough ammo to beat the boss. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip the nipple robot and just go right to the boss of this level. Hopefully I've got enough heart containers collected to where it doesn't matter. Did you know that those things that hit you on the head, if you didn't have the helmet, they would do damage to you? All those falling rocks right there? It's the little details in this game that let you know that Capcom cared at one point in time. Actually, you know what? That's not true. Capcom cares now. They just didn't care much in the Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5 era. They've turned around. They're back to classic Capcom again. They're making good stuff, if you ask me. Mega Man X9 win? Man, Mega Man... Even Mega Man X6 wasn't very good. It just... Honestly, even Mega Man X5 wasn't very good. But, it's hard to argue that there weren't some pretty darn good Mega Man games. Alright, Buster only, Sting Chameleon. He's gonna give me his own weakness. Alright, quiet everybody, I need to focus. Okay, This is so much easier than Launch Octopus. The only thing is those things that fall from the wall, like that fall from the ceiling. I don't think my reflexes are good enough to take those out. All right. I'm beating him in the war of attrition here. If I hit him for every time he hits me, I think I'm gonna win still. Oh, never mind. It changed. Whoa. This is so tense. Okay, I'm winning the war of attrition again. I like that move. You can just keep doing that move. Oh, come on. Like, I understand why being invisible, you know, makes me not be able to see you, but why does it make you to where I can't shoot you either? How does that make any sense? If I die here, I'm saying the randomizer won. I won't keep this video going for another 10 minutes. Oh boy, this one's getting close. This is close. Man, the hitboxes on those things are so small. Oh, there's spikes on the ceiling? I never knew that. Well, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But yeah, that's my randomizer. Just going through that, I back to the code a little bit. Let's bring this. So this is kind of the starting point I used. I found this this RAM map on the internet here, and yeah, I found out that after watching these memory addresses to see, you know, when they were being read, or sorry, I started out with these memory addresses, and I just watched these in a debugger, and I was like, okay, whenever somebody tries to write to one of these memory addresses, just put a breakpoint in. So then I saw that what it was doing was it was reading from this part of memory what level you were in, and then it was literally just going into this table and giving you the weapon. And then from that point on, the game, whenever it checks to see if you've beaten a boss or have that weapon, it just consults these places in the memory. So it was just having to rewrite those. Man, this would have been such an easy randomizer to make if it had been done the way I was thinking, where, there's a boss killed flag and there's a weapon you have flag. But unfortunately, this game conflated them into one, and it was full of spaghetti code. Like the code for Mega Man Battle Network 3 Blue was really clean, like cleaner than the code I have to work with at work. But this code right here was just complete garbage spaghetti. They always had they would not write subroutines for anything. They would always just re-implement the wheel. Every time that they needed to check if a boss was dead, they'd have some other means of looking at the bytes in these locations. So it was real jank stuff. But anyway, that was the randomizer. I suppose I'll put the code up to this on GitHub in case you want to try it. Fun thing, you might have to fiddle around with the names of your output file and input file, like I did. You absolutely need the revision 1 version of the game. Well, I don't know, maybe you don't, but I imagine you do, because this is made for this specific file. So however you get a copy of that, you can use this. So I've been Lord Tony. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Holy crap, it's been 40 minutes? Yeah, nobody's watching this video. I'll talk to you later.